Welcome to Staffworks Explained, a channel that brings you different topics, be it development issues, be it what is happening in different parts of the world, but more focus is on Africa. If it's your first time here, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel. If you are a repeat viewer, I thank you for the support that you have accorded this channel throughout the year. In today's video, we'll be talking about two projects that are crucial for Tanzania, but they have derailed for the last 12 years. This is Liganga Iron Ore and Mchuchuma Coal project. For the next century, Tanzania will be producing approximately 3 million tons of coal per year. At the same time, the country is expected to produce 2.9 million iron ore deposits every year for the next 90 years. According to studies, more than 364 million tons of coal and 219 million tons of iron deposits have been confirmed at Mchuchuma and Liganga areas in Tanzania. China's Sichuan Hongda Co Limited inked a deal worth $3 billion with Tanzania in 2011, and this was to mine coal and also generate power in Mchuchuma and iron ore in Liganga. The iron ore project is located in the Liganga area, Ludewa district, Njombe region, which is about 850 kilometers from Dar es Salaam. The project is being implemented as an integrated project with the Mchuchuma Coal project. It is also being developed and implemented by Tanzania and China International Mineral Resources Limited, which is a joint venture company between the government through the National Development Corporation (NDC), which owns 20% non-cash, and the other company is Sichuan Hongda Group of China, which owns 80% shareholding in the company. Liganga project entails establishment of an iron ore and steel plant. The iron ore reserve, according to drilling exploration, which was conducted in 2013 at an area of 10 kilometers squared, is 126 million tons, which can be processed to produce iron and steel, vanadium and titanium products. Plant production capacity is 1.0 million tons per annum of steel products. This can be increased to 2 million. There will be also 400 tons and 5,000 tons of titanium and vanadium concentrate, respectively. Feasibility study and environmental impact assessment studies have been conducted with certificates and licensing for mining and water rights for use having been obtained. Strategic investor certificates has also been issued, and subsequent performance contract and incentive package have been signed between the government through the Tanzania Investment Center. This project is expected to cost about $1.63 billion US dollars. The other project is Mchuchuma Coal project, which is located in the southwest of Tanzania in Ruaha Basin, an area that is believed to have one of the largest coal reserves in Africa. The coal produced from the project will primarily be used for power generation and industrial development. The project involves the construction of a coal mine with a production capacity of 10 million metric tons per year and a production of 600 megawatts coal-fired power. And there's also a 3.5 million metric ton per year coal to liquid plant. In addition, the project includes development of a railway and a port infrastructure to transport the coal and other products. Once operational, the Mchuchuma coal plant will be one of the largest power plants in Tanzania and will play a significant role in meeting the country's energy needs. Tanzania country faces an energy deficit, with only about 25% of the population having access to electricity. Mchuchuma coal power plant is expected to help bridge this gap and increase access to electricity for both residential and industrial consumers. The feasibility study for this project, the coal project, has been conducted by the NDC, National Development Corporation, which is a state-owned body, and this is in collaboration with the partners, Sichuan Hongda Group of China. The study aimed at assessing the technical, financial, and economic viability of the project, including coal mine, power plant, and other related infrastructure. The feasibility study identified the significant coal reserves in Ruhuhu Basin and the potential of the project to contribute to Tanzania economic development through increasing access to electricity and providing fuel for industrial development. However, the study also highlighted project challenges, including the need for significant capital investment, potential environmental impacts, and the need for land acquisition and resettlement for community. As part of the development, environmental impact assessment was also conducted to identify and evaluate the potential environmental and social impacts of the project. The EIA study included a review of the potential impacts on air quality, water resources, biodiversity, land use, and social issues such as community health and safety. The EIA study identified several potential impacts, which include emission of greenhouse gases, dust, noise pollution, water pollution, and the displacement of the local community. The study proposed measures to mitigate these impacts, such as using modern technology to reduce emissions, establishing monitoring systems to ensure compliance with environmental regulations, and implementing resettlement and compensation programs for affected communities. As we have seen, this project started way back in 2011, but up to now, nothing much has been done. It is now 12 years since Tanzania government engaged the investors, but the project has never materialized. Several reasons have been quoted for the slow progress of the project that was expected to be a game changer in Tanzania and the whole of East Africa. One of the main reasons for the delay is related to financing. The project is expected to cost billions of dollars to develop, and securing such huge funding for this kind of a project has proven to be a Herculean task. There has been reports of difficulties in securing financing from international lenders, and this has slowed down the project progress. The global shift from fossil fuels to green energy is also contributing to the delays and the uncertainty surrounding the Mchuchuma Coal and Liganga Iron Ore project in Tanzania. As countries around the world are committing to reducing greenhouse gas emissions and transitioning to renewable energy sources, the demand for coal and other fossil fuels is expected to decline in the long term. This shift in demand could have a significant impact on the financial viability of the projects like this, which are focused on extracting and processing coal. Investors may be hesitant to commit large sums of money to this project if they believe that the demand for coal will decline in the coming years, and this could make the projects unprofitable. Moreover, there is a growing pressure on companies to consider the environmental impact of their operations, and the Mchuchuma Coal and Liganga Iron Ore project is expected to have a significant environmental impact. This could also make it difficult for the company which is investing in this project to secure financing or regulatory approvals for this project to be obtained. In addition, as countries shift towards green energy, they may also be investing in alternative sources of iron ore and other minerals that are necessary for the production of renewable energy technologies. So this could reduce the demand for iron ore produced by the Mchuchuma project, further complicating the financial viability of this project. Another cause of delay is related to infrastructure that is required for this project to kick off. There is a requirement for a railway or transport systems which will help in evacuating the products which will be produced in this area to the markets. Railway is one of the infrastructure that is required, and it's supposed to be 500 kilometers network, and this will require huge investment. So delays. This railway line has not yet started, and it's not expected to start soon. So with this delay, it is expected that the project probably will also experience more problems. There is also the disagreement between the Chinese firm, this is Sichuan Hongda, and the Tanzanian government over the terms of the project. There has been reports of disagreement between the government and the investor over the terms of these Mchuchuma Coal and Liganga Iron Ore project. This disagreement have contributed in some way to delays in the implementation of the project. Actually, this has been one of the main issue. One of the main area of the disagreement is related to tax exemptions. The Tanzanian government has reportedly asked for more taxes and royalties from the project than what was initially agreed upon, citing changes in the country laws and regulations. However, the company or the investor has reportedly pushed back against these requests, arguing that they were not part of the original agreement. Another area of disagreement is related to environmental regulations. The project is expected to have significant environmental impact, and the Tanzanian government has reportedly been seeking to impose stricter environmental regulations on the project. Sichuan Hongda has reportedly pushed back against these regulations, arguing that they would make the project financially unviable. There has been reports of disagreements over the local content requirement. The Tanzanian government has been seeking to ensure that the project provides significant benefits to the local communities, including job opportunities and local procurement. Sichuan Hongda has been reluctant or hesitant or resistant to these requirements, arguing that they would increase the project cost and make it less competitive. Generally, these disagreements have led to delays in the project implementation, as the Tanzanian government and the investor have been unable to reach an agreement on the terms of the project. However, both sides have expressed commitment to continuing with negotiations and finding a solution or a way forward that is mutually beneficial. We have seen that 12 years since this project, since the government awarded tender to the investor, but nothing much has been done on the ground. But in the recent years, there has been hopes that the project will kick off with President Samia Suluhu Hassan pushing those who are involved to get into talks and push the project forward. The government and the investors have been in talks to pave way for the implementation of this project. One indication that there is light at the end of the tunnel is a written statement to Parliament, which was a response to a question which was asked by the MP for the Ludewa, an area where this project is being implemented. In this question, the Ministry of Trade, when answering this question, said that all strategic projects in the extractive center, including those in mining and gas, were being reviewed, and this was mainly to align them to the newly amended laws. The ministry told the Parliament that lack of funds and technology to drill iron ore were some of the reasons why there was delay on this project. According to the government officials, the discussion between the investor and the government has taken so long, and they have failed to reach a consensus with the investors on a number of issues, including tax incentives. To help in pushing these forward, or to propel the negotiations, the government has shifted the way of doing things, and what has been decided according to the government officials is to shift negotiations from the government directly to the body which is charged with this role, and this is NDC, National Development Corporation. The government is optimistic that with the conversations being shifted to NDC, which is under the Ministry of Trade and Industry, there is a possibility of reaching a quick win-win situation or win-win situation. The ministry has also said that if the continued negotiations with the current investors do not result into a conclusion, the government will have to consider engaging in talks with other investors. So the government is still open to other investors coming in, but first they want to push the talks forward and iron out some of the issues that has delayed this project. This is a very important project for Tanzania and the East Africa as a whole. The project is expected to bring a lot of benefits to the Tanzania, creation of jobs, among other benefits that will come from this project. A similar project has been having similar issues in Kenya, coal mining in Kitui and also coal mining in Lamu. There has been tussles between communities and the investors, and this project has not yet kicked off. So we'll be keeping tabs with what is happening in this project and other projects in Tanzania. So if you have reached this far, thank you. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe and hit the notification bell so that whenever we do another video, you are notified. For the repeat viewers, I thank you for the support that you have given this channel. Thank you.